Hello, welcome to the third of the 8-part video series on how to create a mushroom house. Today we will build the base of the mushroom house and the terrain. The videos will also contain more time lapses with commentary to speed things up. At the end of this video you will know how to create and paint models more efficiently. Let's continue in the same file we were using before. I would like to rename our file for clarity reasons. Hold your pencil on the file thumbnail and select Rename. In my case, I called it mushroom_house_version 1. We are going to create the mushroom stem first. Add a new empty object and go into Top View with the box mode and spheric brush selected and drag a circle using the grid as reference. Adjust the circle using the Resize Last Edit tool. To confirm the Resize Last Edit tool, don't forget to tap the Create tool first. Now we can use the Face Adjacent mode to add depth. The mushroom cap is next. Add a new empty object by tapping the plus button. Go into Top View and use the box brush to drag a circle shape on the grid. Open up the palette and give the mushroom cap a basic red color when using the Adjust Last Edit function. This applies any changes from the color palette too. Use the rectangle on the blue arrow to add depth to our mushroom cap. This part of the gizmo is for scaling. We might want to consider using the spheric hollow brush instead of the spheric brush. Go into Top View and tap the white circle in Adjust Last Edit mode to apply the brush type. Very nice. One of the last pieces of the mushroom is a spherical section where we can add windows and a door. To do this, add a new empty object with the freehand tool, increase the brush size to 16 and select the spheric brush. For a better view of the grid, we can solo the current object by tapping the eye icon. Now we can tap once to create a sphere. Let's move the sphere up so we can see it completely using the Move Last Edit function. If the sphere isn't big enough, we can increase the size, followed by tapping the white circle to apply any changes. We can change the color back to the one we use for the stem by opening the palette. The last piece is a decorative ring on the mushroom stem. We can add this piece by using the box mode and the spheric brush. Before painting the mushroom cap, we are going to combine the stem, sphere and decorative element. Select the stem and sphere object and hold the pen on the stem in the Scene Properties. Tap Combine Union to combine these objects. It will remove the interior voxels within the stem. Lastly, we will combine the decorative element with the combined stem the same way. Painting is next. Select the mushroom cap and open the palette in the object editor. Go to the third color tab and select the red color in the top right corner first, followed by the colors below it by holding your finger or pen and dragging downwards. We can change the hue, saturation and value by adjusting the first selected color. Now we can apply this to the other colors by holding the pen on the first color and select Gradient. Next, we want to add a nice gradient using the box mode. Draw a box on the grid and scale it to create a volume to place it on the mushroom cap. We can change the direction of the gradient by tapping the white circle, and depending on our view, it will apply the first, lighter color at the top and the darker tones at the bottom. To create the dots, we will switch to the freehand mode with a scale of about 3. We also use the low pressure preset by holding your pen and select low. This way, painting multiple colors is determined on pressure. Also tap the random function so we have a noise mask. Choose a lighter color or one you like and tap gently here and there to add dots. The idea is to first add darker dots, followed by a subtle brighter one. By adding some more noise on top of the mushroom cap, we create more detail and surface variation that is appealing. You can pause the video and experiment yourself if you'd like. To complete the mushroom cap, we will paint a gradient to match it with the stem. We do this by using the box mode and the spheric brush. Make sure to select the same color as the stem and paint. What I would like you to do is add the same gradients to the stem to add more visual interest. You can pause the video and continue when you're done. The last part of this video is creating the terrain. First, let's raise the mushroom above the grid so we have some room. Add a new empty object and use the box mode and spheric brush with a range of colors selected. Another great feature are the mix types. These influence the distribution of colors. The Worley mix type, for instance, creates a pebble-like pattern. We can also influence the scale of the pattern by selecting more colors and tapping the white circle. Once you have found a nice pattern of colors, we can start blocking in the terrain more freely with the freehand mode and the cubic brush. This process is a back and forth of adding voxels and painting with different mix types. Here I enabled random texture to add gaps in the mix types for better blending and breakup of patterns. At this point, I really want to add some grass. To do this, I go to the second tab and change the colors to a more vibrant green and continue painting. To add more breakup in patterns, we can tap the painting tool twice for color lock to fill a certain color. To demonstrate, we can add grass between the bigger rocks and pebbles on the ground by tapping a darker color. As you can see, the green colors are added to the darkest color. The goal is to add more green colors around the mushroom by first adding darker green, followed by mid to lighter green tones, to eventually add more depth. That's it for this video. Please take some time to play with colors and patterns. We will use these techniques during our upcoming videos. In the next video, we will add windows and a door to our mushroom house. See ya!